Good morning, volleyball fans. You're here for a big day in the UAAP Season 88 High School Volleyball Tournament. On your screens is Carl Escobar, going to be one of the stars of our first game today. High stakes volleyball in the boys division. On the other side, the NUNS Bullpups. They want to enter the finals for a sixth consecutive season. The UST Junior Golden Spikers, on the other hand, want to go back to back with their championships. But a lot on the line today before they can enter the finals. They need to survive today's do or die game. It's going to be the UST Junior Golden Spikers who won last Saturday to extend this series to a do or die game, taking on the number one seeds, the NUNS Bullpups. Stripped of their twice to beat advantage, how do they respond? Later on, we'll also have another winner take all. Again, big day for volleyball. FEU Diliman versus UE for the other spot in the season 88 finals. Again, good morning, volleyball fans. We want to thank you for joining us on the Pilipinas Live app. My name is Migs Flores, bringing you our first game today. NUNS and UST, no strangers to each other. Cats and dogs nga naman. Last year, these two faced off in the finals. UST winning in two games. That guy, Rainier Lorayes, was a huge reason why. Had 15 points last Saturday to keep his team season alive, extend it to a third game. On the other side, Zandrex Ragusta, his team wants to go to the finals for a sixth straight season again. Under Coach Edgar Baroga, they've been to five straight finals, won five championships under Edgar Baroga. They want another one. So we'll have our starters between UST and NUNS when we come back.
Let us know your starters for both teams. First, for the University of San Nicolas Junior Golden Spikers. Let's start with our outside hitter number one, Fernando Puno. Outside hitter number two, Carl Escobar. Center number 11, Chester Stefan. Killwater number 15, Zach Fountain. Killwater number 18, Julia. Officer number 22, Leonard Morales. Starting number 2, Head coach of USC Lions, Alina Stefan. All of the starters of the national team of National University Football. Let's start with our opposite hitter number 6, Ragusa. Outside hitter number 7, John Baker Martin. Ballwalker number 10, Cornelia. Outside hitter number 12, Pierre Biscocho. Center team captain number 16, Brad Lasco. Ballwalker number 18, Raquel Diaz. Starting the block number 17, Antigua. Head coach of the Bullpups, Edgar Baroga.
The starters for UST Tiger Cubs, that's Carl Escobar, Rainier Lorayes, Zach Macude, Marcos Julian, Chester Esteban, Bernard Capuno, and Andre Amaneo as the starting libero and captain of UST. Over on the other side, NUNS has Zandrex Ragusta, Al Rakib Dais, Jerome Biscocho, Jerome Oliarte, Ronnie Milian, and Johan Crespo with Jeff Deniega at libero. A bit of a different starting lineup for Coach Edgar Barroga. Two guys that don't usually start for him are Al Rakib Dais and John Oliarte. But today, in a do or die game, Coach Edgar Baroga rolling the dice. On the other side, Coach eyeing Esteban using the same seven from Saturday. As we welcome you to our first game today, set one between NUNS and UST. Carl Escobar gets dug early on here. UST though will have a chance. Esteban back set. Lorayes can finish. And A point will go to NUNS off a net touch. Last Saturday, again, NU or UST won in 3 sets. A shocking development, especially after NUNS won both their games against UST in the elimination round. UST coming out firing in that game. We'll see if they can keep momentum here as great save from Amaneo, and UST gets the point off an Escobal hit. Amaneo coming in, last minute pancake save. Keep that point alive. 1-all the score now. Zach Maude, the middle blocker for UST, serving now, targeting Deniega. And a quick hit. Great opening salvo there from Dais. Al-Raqib Dais, a versatile player for Coach Edgar Baroga. Race setter for them, also opposite spiker, but today starting as a middle blocker. Set up to the outside, and Escobal missed his mark. A little long on the hit. And our first referee, Justin Cruz, will try and get everyone in order here. Try and maintain some decorum among the teams. Just trying not to get everyone too excited. And again, a do or die game. Whoever loses today will have their season end. The winner will move on to the finals. Face the winner of the other side of the bracket between FEU Diliman and UE. Coach Edgar Baroga now having a conversation with our first referee. I don't think he just wants a bit of leeway, I guess. Dais with a good serve. Here's Lorayes on the hit out. A big adjustment for Coach Aying Esteban is having Lorayes swinging from the right pin. Usually one of their starting outside spikers, but starting Saturday, he's been playing opposite spiker for them. The adjustments these coaches make late in the season to try and generate any sort of advantage. Sharp serve from Lorayes, picked up by Deniega. On the other side, Sandrex Ragusta, showing you why he's one of the top opposite spikers here in the boys division. Pounding that one in. 2-point lead for NUNS early. Sandrex Ragusta will come up to serve. Short one to Amaneo. The back set, Lorayes, that's going to be wild. Well, Lorayes didn't get the best contact on that ball, a little too under it. So a 3-point NU lead now. So here's Ragusta. Serve. Lorayes on the reception. Adjustment by Carl Escobal, the first-year junior golden spiker. Able to make do out of the out-of-system set. Escobal with the serve. Way out. The UST had 20 errors in their win last Saturday. Able to win it, but 20 is a lot for a 3-set game. Definitely something they're going to look to have in control. NU, on the other hand, had 22. As Chan Oliarte take his turn to serve here. Straight to Amaneo. Combination. Escobal reads it. The drop ball. Counter drop. Still alive. NU here. And the swing from Oliarte doesn't work. Here comes Lorayes. With a bit of a drop shot. Rainier Lorayes puts that one away. Rainier Lorayes, the deadliest scorer of season 88, led everyone in scoring at 260 points in the elimination round. That brings up Marcus Julian here to serve. Ragusta will swing, picked up by Escobar. Here's Lorayes on the swing. Esteban will draw net touch. Charles Esteban there taking a swing. Not what you want out of your setter, but still working out for him in that sequence. So Maude will continue to serve straight to the net. 7-5 start for the Bullpups. They're going to be in for a battle today, just like they were last Saturday. Coach Ed Baroga thought that his team just wasn't emotionally ready for that game. We're going to see if they're up to the challenge today. As that one works out for UST, NU just couldn't get a good touch on the ball in the first and second try. It should have been an opportunity for them to swing, but UST will benefit from it. Here's Esteban up to serve. NU goes to the outside, finished off by Jero Bescocho. Bescocho had 6 points last Saturday. Definitely looking to have a better outing today. Only one player in double digits for NU in the first game. Esteban to the outside, one-on-one. Able to finish is Bernard Capuno. Now Capuno will serve here. Serve straight to the Niega. The back set. The block by Escobar goes out. Robiscocho able to tool the block there. He'll be up to serve for NU. Bullpups didn't have many leads last Saturday. Today opening up with a bit of a cushion here, 9-7. As a drop ball works for Bernard Capuno again. Back-to-back points for UST coming from Capuno, who didn't start many games for them in the regular season. In the Final Four, getting an opportunity to make an impact as Julian serving here. Great serve from him. It'll draw an out-of-system play. He will go to the outside. Escobar, though, swings way out. Tried to avoid the blockers, but in the process, missing his mark. That's his second attack error of the game. And Escobar in his first year as a junior golden spiker. Esteban goes to the outside or to the middle. He can't finish. Ragusta slaps one out of system. Zandrex Ragusta picks up the point. Zandrex Ragusta had 10 points. Again, was the only Bullpup in double figures last Saturday. NU ahead by 3 now. As Milian will serve, or Takib will serve. Lorayes picks up the point off the combination play. Rainier Lorayes was discovered playing beach volleyball, but now shining in the indoor scene for UST, as that will work for Ronnie Julian, or Marcus Julian. Marcus Julian had 9 points last Saturday. As Lorayes will continue to serve here. Jump serve, straight to Biscocho, and that's going to be a net touch on NU. UST has quickly tied this one up. That three-point advantage dissipating quickly for NUNS. As Rainier Lorayes will have another serve here. Serve is out. There's Ragusta on the serve. As that's going to be a quick attack for Marcus Julian. All the score here for Escobar. Set to the outside, and that's going to be an error for Jan Oliarte. Now UST taking charge here. NU missing the mark on some attacks. So here comes Escobar. Back to serve. Big jump serve again. Rolls off the net. To the outside, Crespo. It's blocked. Back to Olarte. Who finishes that one off. They're going to need Olarte to score here. Usually it's Elmerson Lejano starting at outside for Coach Ed Barroga, but today it's Olarte getting the start. That one way outside. The serve wound up right in the hands of Coach Aying Esteban. And speaking of Elmerson Lejano, he's checking in now for Olarte, one of the seniors for Coach Ed Barroga. Here's the setup to the outside. Biscocho saying it caught the line. And our referee will agree. Justin Cruz making the call there. 14 all the score. Back and forth quick action we're having here. Not a lot of long rallies. Esteban to the outside. No go for UST as Biscocho will tip that one over. Here's the set for Escobar who finishes. Carl Escobar coming in from the back row to finish that one off. Who will take control here of the first set? So far it's been nip and tuck. After NU had a 3-point lead, UST has come all the way back. To the outside, Biscocho, did he find the line? Yes, he did. So Biscocho, his last two hits just nipping the line. Catching a bit of a break. Johans Crespo now up to serve for NUNS. Short serve to Escobar. To the opposite, Lorayes is blocked by Biscocho. And that return from Lorayes was outside the purview of the antenna. So NU now takes the lead. Escobar with the reception to the outside. And Bernard Capuno picks up his third point of the game. Just going off the block. NUNS, as you can see on your screens, have definitely the height advantage. The tallest team in season 88. The setup, that was for Dakib.
That's all for UST.
Goes awry. Now UST takes charge again. As Capuno will continue to serve here for UST. The serve goes outside. UST really challenging the reception of NU. It worked out for them in the first game last Saturday. So far today, they've given up around 4 service errors. As Biscocho will serve here. Amaneo, great pass. Lorayes gets through on the triple block. No go though, and Ragusta almost scoring off the slap, and an overreach gonna be called on NUNS. We'll see if the NU coaching staff will challenge here. No, they won't, it looks like. So UST will take over. Zach Maude on the serve. Or Marcus Ulian, or yes, Marcus Ulian on the serve. As Lejano gets blocked. And the return goes out for NU. UST will generate a 2-point cushion, causing NU to call timeout. UST with a 2-point lead, and the way this first set is going, this is going to be crucial. No team has really taken charge late in this set, or early in this set. Now, UST, a quick 2-point lead. Lejano can't score on that one. And did Lorayes get hands? No, he didn't. Tried to rescue that point for his team. Just a little too strong on the touch. We have a service specialist come in here. Joem Favila will take over for Robis Cocho. No, he's taking over to play defense. And that time, Carlos Cobal taking advantage of a soft spot in the NU defense. Late in set number 1, UST find themselves with a crucial 2-point edge. Here's Lorayes. To the opposite, Sandrex Ragusta. 1-on-1, not good enough. Sandrex Ragusta just gonna be a high percentage hitter, even with 2 blockers in front of him. That time, just doing the work, doing the job. Now he's gonna be up to serve here. Escobar, he's blocked. What a huge denial from Johans Crespo. 1-on-1 against Escobar, able to shut that down. Coach Aing Esteban, now he's gonna ask for a timeout. 20 all the score. Intense moments here. Winner take all game. The up for the taking is a ticket to the finals. Set one here, a crucial one between NUNS and UST. Ragusta on the short serve. Set up to the back row hit. And that's going to go out for Capuno. Bernard Capuno had a bit of an open net there, just couldn't finish. May have been the set was a little too low from Esteban, but nevertheless going to be a point for NU. Ragusta to Lorayes, the middle hit picked up by Deniega, and that's Ronnie Milian, I mean, with a bit of a stare down as well after the point. Great transition play from NU. A 22 to 20 lead. And they nurse it here. NU with a good cushion. Short serve for Amaneo. And Lorayes will score. Net touch as well, called on the other side of the net. Nevertheless, a point for UST as Carlos Cobal will serve here. Running hit from Milian right on the line. Ronnie Milian has been one of the deadliest middle blockers in the UAAP. Only had 2 points in the first game. Today, making his presence known in set one. As Robiscocho will come back in. He's going to be in the front row. Joy Favila coming out for NU. Lejano with a sharp serve. Esteban, the back set. Roll hit. Picked up. A chance for NU. Biscocho denied. But a net touch on a junior golden spiker. On the way down, looks like Esteban caught a piece of the net. Looks like we'll get a challenge here. If this challenge is unsuccessful, it will put NU at set point. Again, in the final four, we have a challenge system in play. For the first time in season 88, this will certainly help our coaches focus on the game, as we'll get a replay here. And definitely looks like a net touch on Esteban. Sayang, naka-block siya. That's why the reaction from him just scraped the net. Almost got a big point for them. But it'll be NU at set point. And in turn, Coach Esteban will call a timeout. (24-21) the score. Let's see the NU faithful. The great thing about the high school division, you see a lot of the audiences are members of the families of our players, as Alejano missed on the serve. Still, NU at set point 24-22. It'll be on Marcos Julian trying to serve UST back into this one. Deniega on the pickup. Crespo back set. And the finisher from Zandrex Ragusta. Who else to put an exclamation point on the win for NU? But hold on. Looks like UST wants to use their challenge. Maybe asking for a foot fault on that back row hit from Ragusta. We'll get a quick view of it here. Looks like he was way behind the line. And NUNS, after getting swept last Saturday, will pick up their first set win of the Final Four. A huge one. Set one going the way of the Bullpups, 25-22. We'll be back with set number 2. Close opening set this time. NUNS finally breaking through on UST in the Final Four. UST giving up a lot of errors. 4 of those or 5 of those coming off the serve. NUNS also giving up 9 errors, but again, it's the Bullpups who were able to score the crucial points down the stretch. Roll Biscocho so far leading the way for NUNS. The other side, Carl Escobal, Rainier Lorayes doing damage. You see our leading scorers for the first set. As we welcome you to set number 2 again. The winner of this game books the first ticket to the finals. Last Saturday, what a day for volleyball. 3 of the Final Four series, the lower seed won. So teams needing their twice to beat advantage here. And for NUNS, it's coming in handy. Today so far, they look like a brand new team. After an admittedly dull performance last Saturday, these Bullpups have responded to the stage, to the pressure of Final Four. One-handed set for Esteban. It's denied by NU and Elmerson Lejano with a little sass after that hit to open up set number 2. Gotta feel great for Lejano after not having an ideal game last Saturday. Only 2 points from him. Today didn't start, coming off the bench and exploding for that hit. As Lorayes will reply with his own big hit. Rainier Lorayes last year was his first with UST and really made a massive impact to their lineup. A big reason why they won that championship. This young man, also Carlos Cobal, has been a godsend for coach eyeing Esteban, who lost plenty of his seniors from his championship winning team, as Ragusta finishes off the combination play. Now, Elmerson Lejano will serve for NU. Last year played middle blocker for them. This season, adjusting to a new position, playing outside for NU. And the middle hit works for Marcos Solian. Esteban trying to activate the middles, trying to free up some space for his wing spikers, as Lorayes with a beautiful serve. And Dragusta tees off on the block. Had a couple of blockers in front of him, but no problem for Zandrex Ragusta. As Al Rakib Dais out of Tawi-Tawi will serve here for Coach Ed Baroga. The outside hit works for Escobal, finding the left arm of Milian that time, a bit loose. Escobal taking advantage. Back and forth we go here in the second set.
Marcus Wells, serving for
As expected,
UST.
these teams, they won't give any room. They won't budge.
That's a purple
There's a
point,
massive block coming from Julian. Getting his arms up and over. 1-on-1 against the opposite middle blocker. Or the opposing middle blocker. And Julian wins that matchup. Lejano on the pass. Ragusta, 2 hands for safety. Zandrex Ragusta again finding a way over and past a couple of UST blockers. And he'll be up to serve here. That one floats towards Escobal. The block on Lorayes. And that hit from Capuno. Able to go through. In first set, it was back and forth, nip and tuck. It was just a few errors, a few miscues from UST that caused them late. Again, in big situations like this, it's often those situations at the margins that will cost teams, as an ace scored by Julian on the serve. Targeting Lejano there. Here's another serve from Julian. Back to Lejano. Better pass this time. As Milian puts that one away. UST blockers jumped ahead of him, and Ronnie Milian had all the room to finish. Now it's Bizcocho on the serve. Esteban, the back set. And Lorayes. NU keeps it alive. Lejano sends it over. Lorayes will get another swing here, and he gets through. Rainier Lorayes, what a talent. Again, playing opposite Spiker in the Final Four. Usually plays outside for Coach Aying Esteban. But making the adjustment, swinging from the right pin. Yes, Chester Esteban will serve here. Jump serve, saved by Deniega, but it's going to be a chance ball. Esteban, where does he go? The middle hit blocked by Lejano. He just timed that one perfectly. Terrific read from Lejano. Again, the converted outside spiker. As Ronnie Milian will serve now. Straight to Escobal. Lorayes on the other side. This time, UST gets through as Rainier Lorayes tees off on the block. 8 serving 6 steal. NU up ahead by 2. Capuno with a big jump serve. Great pass from Deniega as Lejano is blocked. Lejano sends it over. The bump. Lorayes off the block. Picked up by NU. Here's Ragusta. That swing went out, but our first referee, Justin Cruz, saw a touch. UST faithful here. UST crowd out here at the Blue Eagle Gym early in the morning. It looks like we won't get a challenge, but our first referee will get a clarification here, just making sure everyone's organized in order. As the NU captain, Johan Crespo, will serve here. Amaneo on the pickup. Lorayes gets blocked. The long arms of Elmerson Lejano coming through there. That's going to be a tough wall for Lorayes to try and get through. Lejano and Al-Rakib Dais, two 6-footers for NU. As the serve, though, goes out for Crespo. These two teams faced off in the finals last year at emotional 2-game series that UST won. Maude, great serve as Lejano tried to get it back to him, but a bit off on the timing there where the Bullpups. UST will pick up the point. You can see a quick timeout here by Coach Edgar Baroga. You see just the stakes in this game. The UST taking the 2-point lead, and Coach Edgar Baroga immediately pushing the timeout button, trying to get everyone back organized. As Crespo will set up Ragusta here. He's blocked, but it goes out. So far, Zandrex Ragusta has been high percentage today. Only swung 8 out of 30 last Saturday. Not a very high percentage for someone like Ragusta. That's way below 30%. As Lejano with the serve here. UST or NU will get a chance here. The swing from Biscocho doesn't go as Lorayes gets through on the triple block. A little trickery. Doesn't work for NU. Lorayes, though, again getting through. Rainier Lorayes having to contend with tough blocks all day. That time, able to convert. The leading scorer of the league in season 88. Here's the setup for Biscocho, who's blocked. Biscocho again. This time, he's able to convert. Jero Biscocho. These NU fans trying to egg them on. Jero Biscocho trying hard in that last rally as the East. The good serve to Escobal, who will get it back. Carl Escobal with a punctuation mark. Exclamation point on that down the line hit. Going way over the blockers that time. As Carl Escobal will serve here. Straight to Lejano. And Biscocho one-on-one. UST able to keep it alive, but not for long. No one ready for that third touch. Almost saved that one. Ro Biscocho will pick up the point now. Now back and forth we go again. UST up by 1. And they get a quick side out here with Zandrex Ragusta up the serve. The setup for Escobal, and it's picked up as Biscocho. A little off-speed hit, fooling the UST defense. Just, again, finding a way around that UST block. Enough to get that point now. It's a tie game at 12. Ragusta. Pretty good serve in system. UST to the back row. D-ball doesn't work. Lorayes missing on the swing. The swing from Lorayes on that D-ball play hasn't been as crisp today as it was last Saturday. Already has a couple of errors from that area. Short serve. Chance ball. NU. Biscocho. That was way outside the antenna. The set is going to be hard for him to try and catch up to. But it's a point for NU.
And Julian, serving for UST.
Now here's Julian. Serving to Lejano. Biscocho on the late block. Can't convert. Tip from Capuno doesn't work as Biscocho again. Second try in that rally, and Ro Biscocho able to make it work. Now NUNS takes over on the lead. As Biscocho will serve here. Just missed the corner. And NUNS, will they challenge? Looks like Coach Ed Barroga will let that one go. 14 all the score.
Retired at 14 points.
And the look of concern here.
Serving.
Do or die game. Who will survive and go to the finals? As Esteban will serve. Low. Errors continue to pile up for UST. Had 11 in the first set. Not doing better here in the second frame. As Ronnie Milian, the best blocker of season 88, coming up to serve here. Targeting Escobal. Escobal got it back, can't convert, one-on-one. And Elmerson Lejano puts it away. NUNS now with a comfortable, for this game, 2-point lead. Timeout UST. How does UST respond now that they're the one playing catch-up to NUNS? Milian with the serve. Continuing to target Escobal. To the outside. And a great hit from Bernard Capuno. Saw that the middle blocker was coming in late on him. Just a confident cross-court swing. Now he'll take his turn at the service line. Capuno straight to Deniega. As Ragusta change up from him. Read well by UST. Roll hit. Here's UST on the recycle. Escobal gets through. Great transition play from UST. Reyes wasn't going to get a point there. Just retooled as a change here. Maghanoy coming in for NU. That's Christian Dave Maghanoy. Going to be playing middle blocker here. As Lejano tried to tip it, swipe it to the corner, but too strong. That's 3 straight points for UST. Coach Ed Barroga will call his final timeout of set number 2. Bernard Capuno will continue to serve here for UST. 3 straight points from them, but it ends there.
We're tied at 17 points.
We're in for another tight conclusion here to set number 2, just like set number 1.
Take to serve. Volleyball, Matt Crespo.
As Johannes Crespo will serve here. Straight to Escobal, into the waiting arms of Zandrex Ragusta. Great anticipation from Zandrex Ragusta to put away the regalo. Now it's NU ahead by a point. Crespo serving to Amaneo. Escobal on the late block, can't convert. Lejano will swing, and it winds up saved by UST. Almost hit the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym roof. But a combination put away by Lejano. And you gotta feel great for Elmerson Lejano. Again, struggled last Saturday, but today, putting in the work. Bit of redemption from him, but it won't be complete unless NU can win this one, as Crespo will continue to serve here for NU. Straight to Amaneo. Esteban, the set to the back row. It's long. Now a 3-point NU lead. Timeout UST. See Chester Esteban and the UST Junior Golden Spikers now in a 3-point ditch. And you trying to bury them. Great serve from Crespo. Better reception, almost the finisher from UST. Great pickup from NU as Ragusta can't score. Maude, the tip. It's saved. But a violation called. Apparently that one already hit the other side of the antenna. Coach Ed Baroga trying to tell his team to let that one go. They have a 2-point lead still. If you're NU, you just need to execute on the side outs here. Not let UST score off the serve, block, or make any good defensive plays. One-on-one for Ragusta, who swings out, asking for a touch. Will Coach Ed Baroga challenge here? Looks like they will. They're going to ask for a block touch on that hit. And Zandrex Ragusta, sure that there was a touch.
There's a challenge on the call by NU, block touch.
It'll be a block touch challenge. Oh, there really was. Great eye from Ragusta. Spotting that touch from Loraye. So it'll be a new point. 21-18 the score. Again, if you're UST, you're the one under pressure here. You need to execute not only on the side outs, you need to score off your own serves. Lejano with a great serve. No play from UST. And you will bump it to Ragusta, who's blocked. It gets through though. And that one will be a point for NU. NU just out hustling UST here. And it's the Junior Golden Spikers who are caught off balance here. Capuno will check out now. In goes Domingo, Cirilio Domingo III. Lejano with this sharp serve, targeting Lorayes, who will get it back here. Lorayes tips it off the triple block. It doesn't work. On the other side, Escobar gets through. Saved though by NU, and a denial on Biscocho. UST needed that one. Carl Escobar stuffing Jero Biscocho there. As Lorayes will serve now. Lorayes, that one was way out. From one side of the court all the way to the other side. As Al Rakib Dais will check in here to serve for Dave Maghanoy. 2 points away are the Bullpups from winning set number 2. Esteban to the outside. Escobar asking for a touch. Our first referee, Justin Cruz, didn't see it. And now it's UST who will ask for a challenge. This is going to be a tall task for UST. Regardless of the result of this challenge, a hefty lead from NU. There's that swing from Escobar. It did not look like it hit any fingers there. So it'll be NU point. They're going to be at set point.
The contest challenge by UST was unsuccessful.
24-19 the score. Here's Dais on the serve. The setup for Lorayes. Triple block. Dug up by Dais. Ragusta will swing. It comes off the block. No one there for UST. And it's NUNS coming up with the big points, showing more composure here through the first 2 sets. And they take it. Set number 2 goes to NU. 1 set away from making a 6th consecutive trip to the finals. We'll be back with set number 3. Story of set number 2, another win. NUNS again got swept last Saturday, had their twice to beat advantage taken away. Now faced with a do or die situation, it's the Bullpups who have responded so far this Monday morning. 15-10 on attacks. Again, UST piling up errors. 11 in the first set, 8 in the second set. Meanwhile, NUNS played a pretty clean game, only giving up 5 errors. Reyes with 9 points. Ragusta with 11. As expected, these two taking center stage. As we welcome you to set number 3, can UST extend this match, or will NU storm to a 6th straight finals appearance? Again, thank you for joining us this Monday morning here at the Blue Eagle Gym. Migs Flores bringing you the game on the Pilipinas Live app. Here's the serve from Papuno, and it finds the line. Good start here for UST. The second set, they had the lead early. It was a 3-point advantage for them, and NU just continued to nibble away, kept it close. As Capuno, that time it's picked up by Biscocho. From the right, Lejano. It's not going to score. Chance ball here for NU. The bump for Lejano. It comes off the block and it goes down. Elmerson Lejano. Definitely a better performance from him today. Only 2 points in the first game. But today, the graduating
Miss
Wolpup
Santiago,
putting up a better
survey.
performance, not wanting his high school career to end just yet. As that hit from Lorayes hits a blocker. Now here's Maude on the serve. Crespo to the outside. He hits long. Now UST again generating a bit of a lead. And a good challenge here called by Coach Ed Barroga. Coach Ed Barroga took over for NU in season 76. Has led them to 5 titles, most recently the season 86 championship. They've been to the finals for 5 consecutive seasons, looking to make it 6 today. As that swing goes out and no touch on that Jero Biscocho hit.
National University still has won the main challenge for this set.
3-1 score here. Zach Maude up to serve still. They hand on the reception. To the other side, Biscocho able to make it work. That bump set may have been a little too tight, but Biscocho able to get enough of it. Get it through on the double block. Coaching Esteban looking concerned as always. The defending champions on the ropes here. As Marcus Julian picks up the point. Something both sides haven't been doing a lot of, activating the middles. That time Esteban able to set up Julian. Lorayes with a good serve. And Ragusta though with a better swing. Zandrex Ragusta has been high percentage today. Looks like he'll get a quick talking to from our first referee, Justin Cruz. And probably telling him to calm down on the stare downs, the chatter from across the net. Again, just trying to keep decorum here, our referees. In the spirit of sportsmanship. Here's Ragusta, short serve. Back set, Lorayes tips it and it drops. Soft touch for Rainier Lorayes has been crafty today. He's had to be crafty. As NU really loading up on the blocks on him. As Escobal now up the serve. Escobal way off on the serve. As Jero Biscocho serving here for NU. Over on 2, works for Esteban. Chester Esteban. Again, the son of Coach Aing Esteban. Has a brother playing basketball for them in the juniors division, Charles Esteban. A key member of that UST Tiger Cubs team that won the boys basketball championship earlier this year. As Lorayes picks up the point from the back row. Now UST again carving out an early lead here. And Coach Ed Barroga has seen enough. A timeout from NU.